Hey guys, me Dave. It's 5/11, 2023. 2023, is that right? Yeah. I can't see. They make my eyes so blurry. And I've heard other people complain about that too, that I have to wear readers. I have 20/20 vision, but I have to wear readers to read anything hardly because they make my eyes so blurry. I don't know if it's because they're looking through your eyes and they're screwed up the focus of your eyes or what, but it's so blurry. I can hardly see. I can hardly read. I got to put on readers to read. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Phantom Touch. The Phantom Touch. If you are a real TI and a hard TI and all that stuff, they can do a Phantom Touch. What is that exactly? Well, it is. They can make it seem like somebody's putting their hand on your chest. Or if you're laying down, they can make it feel like somebody's touching your back. They can make it even seem like somebody's moving your covers, your blankets. So, Phantom Touch, they can also make it seem like you've been hit. They've done that to me before, where it felt like somebody smacked me. So it's amazing they can do all this stuff with this energy. We got to remember our bodies are electrical system or whatever you want to call it, and they have electromagnetic frequencies that they can grip your head and push you around if they want to. They can get a grip so tight they can push you around, probably push you over if they wanted to. You know, it really is amazing, what they can do with these weapons. So I want to talk about the Phantom Touch. Yeah, they can make it seem like somebody's touching you. Or you're sleeping and it feels like somebody's touching your back, or even moving your blankets, and nobody's doing anything. Sometimes I look to see if it's a dog. I'll wake up and I'll look and see if it's a dog, like sniffing my back or something. Like that dog ain't there. It's not there, but they can do all this stuff. They did a really freaky thing to me when the first time I was in the psych ward. I was so out of it, you guys. They did a really freaky thing. They were doing chemicals in the hospital, and they were doing freaky crap to me. I was laying in bed. They made me feel like there was some kind of chemicals coming up through the bed somehow. And then what they would do is they would put a smell of like Ben Gay in the room and all the stuff. It was so freaky. I was so freaked out. It was just freaky the way they can do things, and they can make you paranoid. And when they do this stuff, they can make it so realistic. Where they have you out of it. You're under hypnosis, and you're really going through it. And what these chemicals do, I know a lot of TIs talk about chemicals, and they think they're being drugged and all stuff. I don't really necessarily believe that. They do use certain chemicals for TIs, which enhance the experience of being targeted. They enhance the experience of being targeted. They can make you very paranoid. If you're getting chemicals, they can make you very paranoid. And the thing is, they pipe them right to your house. They're piped right to your house. And just like John Hall says, he's talked to people that have chemicals. They have you tearing up the sheetrock, tearing up the molding and all this stuff, and you're trying to figure out where this is coming from, and you can't figure out where it's coming from. But they have a galvanized pipe, and they will do it from a neighbor's house into your house. and that's how they do that. And they have like 4 or 5 different chemicals which enhance the experience to make you paranoid, make you sexual, make you angry, do all these things. They can enhance all that stuff 100%. It makes it worse. They can hit you easier, but they also have a chemical that grounds you. They have a chemical that grounds you. They will put a chemical in your room that grounds you. Boom, you feel normal. It's almost like a powder chemical. And you sniff that and you feel normal again, you know, to bring you back down. Because when you get this electrical charge, when you get these electrical charges in your body, it's easier to hit you. It's easier to hit you. When that's all built up, I call it electronic stress. When that electronic stress is built up in your body, it's easier to help you. I've went outside in the backyard barefoot and boom, I feel normal again for a few minutes until they start hitting you with that electrical charge, electronic stress again. When that gets built up in your body, they can hit you easier. When that's all built up in your body, they can hit you way easier and way harder. So taking a shower does help. It does ground you. Taking a bath does ground you. Standing, if you don't have to stand on the grass for 30 minutes, 1 second, and you'll feel it drain your body. You'll feel grounding drain your body. Now I know some people will say grounding is bullshit and all this stuff. No, it works. It works. You get that stuff built up in your body, and they can hit you easier. I went outside in the backyard with my bare feet, and I feel this relief out of my body. It's almost like a relaxation out of my body. Another thing I want to talk about too is, you know, there was a lady on the call the other night that thinks she knows everything about these weapons and knows what they're called and everything else. I listened to her. I thought she was kind of full of bullshit. I do want to say that, and even Dr. Duncan said this, they can use the electrical grid against you of your house. I don't necessarily think they're using the washer and the fridge against you. They can voice V2K through the fridge motor and the water faucet and even spit going through your mouth. They can channel V2K doing that. But as far as like hitting you, they can use the electrical grid of your house to target you, and they did that to me. They were actually blowing out breakers, not so you could reset them. They were blowing them out. They were blowing out breakers, so they wouldn't work. Usually you can reset them and they'll be fixed. They were blowing them out. They were using our electrical grid. I got power lines right in the back of my room. I think they were using them somehow to target me because there was a transformer just a house down, that blew up when I was being hit super hard. So they can use the electrical grid and they can do all kinds of things. They told my relative not to buy heat, and I had a little heater in here. They could shut that heater off and turn it on. They could shut that heater off and turn it on. I have a fan blowing all the time. They can almost make that stop. They can hit that fan and almost make it stop. And if they don't hit it, it goes back on. Which I'm afraid for because it could start a fire, So there's so many ways they can target us with these weapons. They can use the electrical grid of your home and they could probably use the power lines of your home to target you. I was being targeted so bad. I felt, oh, how do you explain it? I felt this big this big electromagnetic field around me. I felt this big electrical field around me that was strong, and they could grip my head, crush my temples in, and all this stuff. Where it was, they could grab my head and go like this if they wanted to, and push me down if they wanted to. That's how strong the electromagnetic field was around me. They were using, my house and the power lines and everything else to target me. That's when I was getting super hard in 2015. So they can target us all kinds of ways, you guys. So I guess that's about it. There's so many things they can do with these weapons. I could talk forever. There's so many things they've done to me that they haven't done to other TIs and all this stuff. And other TIs are probably, oh yeah, right. No, they can do all kinds of things with these weapons and and stuff. And it's unreal. It's unreal and stuff. Another thing I want to mention is that I remember I told you guys that the church committee, there's a new church committee, and they'll be going into Biden and Trump, and Trump getting surveilled and all this stuff. Another thing that the article said that they're also going to be investigating, and they said this in the article that everyone could be surveilled in real time. They're gonna investigate that. That there's technology out there where everyone can be watched. That's my sister. Where everyone can be watched. In real time and stuff. So they might stumble upon this program. If we're lucky, are they really gonna do something? Are they, is it just a circus? I don't know. I know some people are negative and all this stuff, but um, they might investigate this technology or something. I'm not getting my hopes up, but you never know what could happen. Anything could happen. It's almost like they want to bring this out somehow, I mean, and stuff. I mean, what they're doing to innocent Americans is unreal. Torturing innocent Americans in their homes and everything else, and they're almost killing them, or they're making them commit suicide and everything else. It's terrible. It's terrible what they're doing to us. So anyway, I suppose I'm going to cut this off, you guys. I hope you have a good night. I'm waiting to get my truck fixed. Bringing it there. I'm calling the tow truck Monday night. I'm going to bring it there Monday night, and it's going in on Tuesday. So only a few days away. Excuse me. And we got to get back on the road because I'm sick of sitting here with no vehicle. It's been 6 months. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I hope you guys do well, and I'll talk to you guys later.